So we have the official patch notes for the upcoming update for Diablo Immortal. I have not looked into this myself yet, so this will be my first take here. The update is coming on 17th of January for us, and there will be, let me see if there's anything important here that we should be taking a look at. There will be a season 22. This is how the team looks for the next upcoming battle pass. I see some adjustment written there, so we will be taking a look at what we have here in Codex. New season is coming, returning event, balance changes was expected, feature update, and bug fixes. So it seems like we are getting a new 2-star gem that is going to be available from Battle Pass. So now we can get the Fervent Fang, we can get the Ball, or we can get this new 2-star gem. We'll take a look at if they mention what this gem will do. There's just a bunch of information how to obtain that, what ranks you will able to choose the box that is going to be rank 1, rank 20, and rank 40, where we will get the option of picking one of these 3 things. And here we can see the description of the gem that is added here. That is a new one. Description: at rank 10, dealing damage increase your attack speed by 2.4% for 3 seconds. This is going to be a buff effect which we will able to increase by having more beneficial duration and stacking up 10 times, so we can get 24% attack speed from this gem, stacking up to 10%. While at full stacks, your movement speed is also increased by 12%. So pretty good gem, I would say. Having some movement speed, I'm sure we will able to keep the 10 stacks up. If we have something like summons will help us get these stacks up, most likely, if it works with like Echoing Shade or the Necro summons, Demon Hunter summons. But a really interesting gem. It is going to be really good, at least for Demon Hunter. In my opinion, it will be really good. And if we scroll down, there is not all that much information here, just reminding us that we can also get 1 pet contract from purchasing the $5 battle pass or the 15 one. Returning event, there we go. This is what we have. Fractured Plane is coming back, Shady Stroke is coming back, Alley of the Blood is coming back, and these will be the revos. And Inferno Norwich event is coming back. Let's take a look at balances here. This is going to be big. I'm expecting a lot of nerf. This is my first time taking a look at this with you guys. So balance changes. Battleground and Rite of Exile. In Battleground and Rite of Exile, damage dealt to summons by players has been decreased from 150% to 100%. So summons will be a bit more stronger. Necromancer will able to go summon builds now, and their summons will somewhat do decent, I believe. So Demon Hunter will able to do the same. So basically summons are going to be somewhat much better than before. This means players no longer deal increased damage to summons. Alright, this was somewhat leaked early today on Reddit. In Battleground and Rite of Exile, subsequent loss of control effect imposed by the same player within 6 seconds will have diminishing return. Each subsequent effect will have 70% effectiveness compared to the last one. The first one will have 100% effect, the second one will have 70%, the third is going to have 49%, the fourth will have 34% effect. So it seems like what we can do right now with few effects, like we can add a Starfire Shard that is going to add a CC, we can add the Move the Deep that add some more CC, we can like go with some skills that is also going to add like stun, freeze or something, and we can try and keep that up on the same player for a couple of seconds. But after this update, each CC effect on the same player will have less effectiveness. So this is going to be somewhat in favor of Wales, at least what it looks like in my opinion. Right now the biggest weapon that the free-to-play or the small spenders had versus these whales was the CC, but this was very requested from the community, so we will now see how it turns out. Whales will, in my opinion, will get a lot of benefit, but I think I could be wrong. And we have a lot of changes here: Barbarian, Blood Knight. I will go straight into Wizard, and we'll take a look into some other classes later if there is something good. So let's take a look at what is happening with the Wizard. Let's go. Frostfield cooldown reduced from 16 seconds to 14 seconds. Ice Crystal cooldown reduced from 30 to 25 seconds. Maybe we will see now Beam Wizards coming back in Battleground. Disintegrate damage is increased by 20%. Definitely we can see some Beam Wizards coming back. Ray of Frost damage increased by 20%. Let's see what we have here for the essences. Some of the essences getting nerfs, I believe so. Alright, starting with the first one, that is for the Ice Crystal. I believe so, it's a chess piece, and they are reducing its cooldown from 30 seconds to 25 seconds. This chess piece was for the Ice Crystal that also apply a chill effect to everyone around it. So they are now matching it with the Ice Crystal reduction that they did, 30 seconds to 25, and so the chess piece will have that same cooldown. The next one is enough for the slow time headpiece for a wizard. Not such a big nerf in my opinion. 60% is still going to be really fast for increasing the tick rate of poison, bleed, and fire in my opinion, and I myself will still do really good in PvP. And now we have even more options of going for Beam Wizard with Ice Crystal, I believe so. And they are increasing the damage of the shoulder. Next, that turns the disintegrate into fire. Damage is getting increased by 20%. The next one is also for the disintegrate. And next we have the robes of avalanche, I believe so. This is for Ray of Frost, so they are increasing its damage by 25%. The last two I cannot recall right now, but damage is increased by 33%, and then immune to knockback effect while shielded. I cannot recall what are these two essences, but if we go and see the feature update here, by the way, the nerfs are not all that bad for Wizard. There are some decent buffs for the Beam builds now. Anyhow, let's take a quick look at the feature update now. They have added a finder for the Heliquary, so it will automatically look for Heliquary plays. They also added a blacksmith at the end of the Heliquary raid bosses. I usually just stand next to the blacksmith in Westmarch every time I comes out of portal, so this is good, but I already was standing next to the blacksmith and Heliquary exit portal. They are fixing some bugs where the portal was opening next to the chest. They are fixing that. Battleground matchmaking changes. Players will not able to use their Paragon points inside of the Battleground. Familiar optimization. This is going to be good one. We have also refined certain aspects of Familiar to ease the gameplay experience, adjusted movement speed of Familiar to improve their ability to collect faster. This was one of the feedback I gave them. They should able to move faster, especially when we were doing open world farm. They need to move at 50-60% movement speed with fast group. So hopefully they will able to keep up now. Optimize how Familiar pick up item. I hope they will have some radius around them to pick up the items, and they are also changing the description of some of the Familiar passive skills which were wrong. Like some of the passive skills says it freeze, but instead it only chill the players or enemy. Missed Familiar contract will now be sent to players via in-game mail. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's even dropping anymore in the open world. I have not seen one in a long time. Familiar menu, they are making some changes to the Familiar menu, and now we have a Familiar tab where we can share our familiar in chat and show off. And if we come down, let's see what else we have here. They are making some changes to battle points for familiar contracts, adjusting the calculation of obtaining the battle points from Nisa familiar contract. This calculation accounts for battle points obtained from all gameplay. I hope that if you try and save some points before the reset, that will count now as well, so you can instantly go and purchase those contracts. I tried and do that, but it did not work. Anyhow, let's see what else we have here. Juggernaut specialization skill. The Juggernaut skill acquired from the champion paragon specialization in Inferno difficulty 4 can no longer be using Challenger of Immortal. Let's go! The description of this skill has been updated to state this. So now the Rite of Exile hopefully will go back to being normal and servers can go back at peace. This was much needed. Player health UI. We have added a variety of UI improvement to equip players with more information during PvP activities. Health bar are larger and more easily recognizable. Alright, that is good. The next one is somewhat confusing for me, so I will have to like see that in game how it works, but we will able to track like some bonuses, some crowd control on our screen, so that is going to give us some more control over how we play the BG. This is something I will have to see and how it works. Bosses damage immunity UI, they also added that. Bonuses who are immune to damage will have their health bar turn gray to better communicate their status. This is actually a good one. Next we have Shadow War. Menu. The Shadow War notification that appeared 10 minutes before a match begin has been removed to prevent players from accidentally cancelling their involvement in the activity. The Elder Rift, the last 100 instances of crest usage will now be displayed instead of previous amount of 20. Some normal changes there, but that is all. I'm signing off. We'll maybe talk about some of these changes in another video where I want to actually touch upon some changes, and we'll see you guys later, and you guys have a great day. Let me know in the comment section down below what do you guys think about this patch, and I'll see you all in the next one.